Hey there, wonderful home cooks. I adore hearty dishes, especially when it's cold outside, and today I've got a real gem for you. Zuppa di Cozze, Italian-style mussel soup that's warming, vibrant and packed with briny, fresh flavors. Simple to make and will instantly transport you to a cozy trattoria on the coast of Italy. My name is Elijah Soul. Let's warm our soul and guts together. First up, let's talk about the stars of the show, the mussels. These were a dietary staple for millennia, so that means our ancestors, prehistoric ancestors, could have their own Zuppa di Cozze, but if you use frozen, first you need to do is defrost them. Just bring cold water to the bowl and wash them to remove any sand remainings. Now, second thing you should do is to debeard them. That means you should remove all the stringy bits that are hanging around, like this one. See, it's pretty easy. Just mind that these are edible but might have an unpleasant mouthfeel, so you'd better remove them. Now, mussel check. If some of them are already open, just tap them lightly. They should open up. If they stay closed, they're not joining the party. So I never was a fan of mussels until I tried this recipe in the Naples somewhere 8 years ago, and it was a game changer. Now it is the part of my winter menu. Now take a large pot or Dutch oven, melt 3 tablespoons of butter over medium heat. Butter is like the kitchen's secret weapon. It has a smooth richness that olive oil can't quite match. Once the butter melted, throw in your diced celery. Let it cook for about 2-3 minutes until softened. Meanwhile, get an onion diced nicely and optionally introduce some hot pepper and of course garlic. Wait 30 seconds for your kitchen smells like heaven. Now, garlic to cooking is what a digit to a party. Too much and it's overpowering. Too little and everything is kind of meh. Now let's bring some acidity with white wine. And wine is great because it balances the richness of the butter and gives nice acid kick. Just half a cup of wine and leave it for some 4 to 5 minutes for the alcohol to evaporate, making it safe for everyone. And cooking with wine is also fun because you always have an excuse to pour some extra glass for you. It's for the recipe, I swear. Now let's bring the base of our soup. This is tomato puree, passata di pomodoro. I've got some 800 milliliters. So don't forget to bring along all the remaining juices. Just pour some water inside, just 1 cup, and introduce it to the pan. You can also use tinned tomatoes. So introduce your favorite seasonings. I'll stick to basics, just sea salt, black pepper, toss in a bay leaf. Let it boil, then reduce heat and let it simmer for 5 minutes to let the flavors melt. Great, so time for our mussels to shine. Gently introduce them into the pan, into the pot, and be sure they're mostly submerged inside. You don't need to drown them completely, just a bit. So stir it. Now for a good kick of saltiness and brine, introduce black pitted olives. You can quarter them, you can halve them, but I put them whole. That's great for our recipe. Now covering the pot with the lid and steaming it through for 10 minutes until the mussels are ready. Don't walk away, mussels cook very quickly. Once the mussels are cooked, turn off the heat and stir in the zest and put some lemon wedges inside. The lemon has a beautiful pop of freshness that brightens up the dish, and lemon zest contains the essential oils, which is why it packs so much more flavor than just the juice alone. It's like a flavor bomb with 0 calories. Now introduce a handful of fresh herbs like parsley or dill. Now, while the soup is resting, you better grate some Italian hard cheese. I've got grana padano today. It will thicken the consistency further. And the soup must rest for at least 5 to 10 minutes, if you can wait that much. So the cheese inside, final stir, and you better grab a crusty ciabatta, bread or baguette to mock up and soak up all that deliciousness. You don't want any drop of that beautiful broth left. Italian style zuppa di cozze with garlic, wine, tomatoes, done and dusted. The dish is perfect balance of richness, brightness and savory seafood goodness. The mussels are tender, the broth is rich with garlic, butter and tomatoes, and the lemon adds the final fresh zing. Scoop it out with your favorite bread and you are in for a seafood feast that make you feel like you're lounging on the Amalfi Coast. This is so adorable, and actually you don't need any serving because traditionally it is served in a large pot and eaten by the whole family, and your shells are your spoons and utilities. So simple, so satisfying. Thanks for cooking with me today. Have a nice day, keep warm and be awesome. See you next time.